Hey guys, this is Anshul Jha and I will be taking lectures on formation evaluation. Formation evaluation is one of the most beautiful and one of the most important topics. It is a very good unification of basic concepts of physics with reservoir engineering. So this will be structure of today's video. We'll talk about basic background of what well logging is, followed by trend analysis, and we will conclude this lecture by discussing about Archie's law equation and its derivation. So why this trend analysis is important? Because whenever you prepare for an exam, you need to come up with a great strategy, and to do that you need to go through the previous year question papers. You must know which topic has higher weightage, and so that you can prioritize your investments and your efforts accordingly. Although we will take each and every topics in well logging in this course, but we must know which things should be given more priority, right? So I'll give you a brief basic background of logging operation. This is logging unit. I hope it looks like a truck. It is supposed to be a truck. So this whole system is called as logging unit. In onshore operations, the system is mobile, hence we use truck. And in offshore, the system, a moving vehicle cannot be used. So a stationary structure is used, which is called as skid. Now this logging unit is broadly classified into three different systems. First one is telemetry system, second is winch unit, and lastly we have power pack unit. So what a basic log is? A log is a detailed record of petrophysical properties of formation. So these properties of formations are recorded with the help of this tool called logging tool, and this logging tool has specific sensors like resistivity, radioactivity, sonic. We'll talk about these sensors in the individual lectures. So these sensors record, make readings, and the information which is being recorded is transmitted digitally with the help of this wire line into this logging unit. So inside the logging unit, there is a large system of computers and electronics. So the information which is being received is first of all recorded, processed such that the logging engineer or production engineer who is sitting inside the truck can analyze it visually. So there are some monitors and all those things which are collectively called as telemetry system. Now there's one thing called winch. Winch is nothing but a spool. It is a reservoir of wire line, and this wire line is an armored cable. So there is an inner delicate core, which is responsible for collection and transmission of this data. And this core is a delicate thing, and it is surrounded by an iron wounding or steel winding, so that it gives you an outer protection. And this protection is required because first of all, this tool is quite heavy and you need to suspend this tool for a very long period. And secondly, this wire line is exposed to high pressure and high temperature condition of inside this well. So this was about wire line and winch unit. Lastly, all these operations required sufficient energy, large amount of energy basically, and this energy cannot be given by a basic generic your truck battery. So you need a dedicated system. It may be hydraulic or mechanical system, which generates excess energy required for this successful logging operation. So this is called as power pack unit. So this was just to give you an overview, brief idea of what logging operation involves. Now I will give you a basic idea of timeline involved in oil and gas operation, upstream operation. So first thing we do is we start with geological survey, which is followed by exploration activities. These exploration activities can be seismic, magnetic, gravitational. Most popular one is seismic. Once the permit is given that this a large specific area has presence of some special structures like traps which are required for accumulation of oil and gas. So once a permit is given, we further proceed with drilling. So you might have heard of something called as mud logging and measurement while drilling as well as logging while drilling. So these three things are different, and we'll take all of these things individually in later sections. But let me tell you something about LWD. As we have discussed about basic wireline operation, LWD is quite similar to that. The only difference is that there is no use of wireline. So the tool which makes measurement transmits the data with the help of pressure pulse inside the mud, and moreover the sensors are embedded inside the drill pipe itself. We don't use specific dedicated logging tool. This is a drill pipe and it has this sound or that sensor system which makes the measurement. So the information which is recorded is transmitted with the help of mud, and these pressure pulses are generated. The pressure pulse which are being generated are recorded at the surface. There's some sort of encoder which records and identifies this pressure pulse and process the data accordingly. So after drilling, there comes an operation of very high significance. Actually, there are two operations. They are well logging and well testing. So these are the decision making operations which dictates the whole life of the well. If we have a good prospects of producing oil and the reservoir is economically viable, then we will proceed further with processes like production, completion. But if the data we collected says that this reservoir is of no use, that is it is not economically viable to produce from it, so the life of this well ends here. It is abandoned, or it is further used for exploration purpose, but it would not go into production phase. So yes, you know that hydrocarbon initially in place or reserve is given by this volumetric equation, where A is the areal extent, H is the height of pay zone, phi is the porosity, and this is saturation of hydrocarbon divided by formation volume factor. So this areal extent is given by well testing methods or analysis of pressure transient formation volume factor is given by PVT analysis, and lastly these three things can be obtained with the help of well logging. So now you can understand the importance of this subject, that why is it important. So now the logging engineer or production engineer has made a decision. So we will further proceed with activities such as we'll first case and cement the well before completion. Case and cement. Casing and cementing are important for wellbore integrity, and to check that, to investigate this integrity, we'll make use of something called casing inspection tool or cement evaluation tool. These are also sub-classification of logging tools. After casing and cementing, we complete the well. By perforation or using gravel packs, and after completion, before starting the production, we'll analyze the well again if there is any sort of problem. So at this point, production logging comes into the picture. Now these production logging tools have a very wide use. They are not just used once, but they are actually used throughout the production life of the well. So there is a very high possibility that our well may encounter a huge problem, which may be mechanical. There might be some sort of leakage inside the well itself, or any damage to the reservoir might be observed. So to analyze all those things, we'll again make use of this production logging tools. So this was to give you a basic timeline of which logging tools are used at which time. Now one thing about well logging is that it is a subject of very high benefit to cost ratio, and it has a very definitive nature. Like if you go through the subjects like HSE or petroleum exploration, you will notice that they are not very specific in asking the question. That is, their nature is quite vague. the syllabus which they have mentioned is something else, and the questions are being asked, they do not follow a specific pattern. So along with production, reservoir drilling, well testing, production logging is one of the definitive subject which has a very specific nature. So we'll discuss the syllabus of this subject. So first thing they have mentioned is principal advantages, disadvantages of tools like SP, resistivity, neutron, sonic, NMR, and there are also other. I'll take a single term to include all these tools, radioactive tools. And there are also some other tools like CBL, VDL, USIT, SFT, RFT, and other production logging tools. So this is the first heading. Second heading includes cross plots. And there's one more thing, standard logging interpretation techniques. Now we have an idea that how to approach this subject, but the syllabus is pretty broad in nature. They haven't mentioned to which depth we must go, to what extent we should take all these topics. So we will couple with previous year questions to have a better visualization. We'll not talk about the questions itself. We'll just skim through the topics which have been asked so that we can prepare our strategy accordingly. In 2020, there was a single numerical on Archie's law. In 2019, there were 3 questions. One was a theoretical question for match the column, and 2 numerical were asked. One of them was for porosity logs. Another one included a numerical on sonic log, plus it also has some concept of Archie's law. In 2018, again a numerical on Archie's law was asked. In 2017, there was a question on match the column, a numerical on sonic log again. And lastly, in 2016, a theoretical question on neutron log, one more theoretical question on NMR, and two numericals. One was on shaliness index and other one on Archie's law again. So you can observe one thing, that this Archie's law is very frequent. It is asked almost every year. And by going through these questions, you can have an analysis of what level of questions they are asking, and accordingly you can prioritize your topics on the basis of their importance and weightage. Also, the questions which are being asked, whether they are numerical or theoretical, they are quite easy. So you don't have to do PhD in this subject. This is a subject where you can have a conceptual clarity in a very minimal time, plus you can have a very good control. So by saving the time in this subject, you can study or stick to other subjects like offshore. So the theoretical questions which are being asked are also very easy. They just mention you the principle or working of that tool, and only thing you have to do is select the option and identify that which tool is it. Now we will start with our discussion with Archie's law. Instead of memorizing the equation, we'll make use of some imagination.